What's up? What's up? What's up? What it do? We're doing a Thursday night, a little test edition. It's your boy Don Jaye, Overdose host. Let's jump right into it. Actually. All right, we are back. Announcements: Red Pill and Chill on Amazon. Just go type in redpillandchill.com and it'll go straight to Amazon. Copy your copy. All right, we have some special guests in the building. Starting from my right, introduce yourself, your age, your relationship status, and then what do you do?
Hi, I'm Lyric. I'm 19 years old. I am single, and I work for a charity as an assistant.
All right.
Hi, everyone. My name is Sharon. I'm 22. My employment is State Farm. I'm a claim handler in auto, and I also work in nightlife. So I do a little bit of bartending, hookah service, and bartending.
Okay. Hold on. Did you say relationship status?
I'm single as a Pringle.
All right.
My name is Cam, 23, single. I wear Stockist and a Fendi, customized shoes. And we working to be a pro athlete.
All right, talk your shit. All right, so we're going to jump right into the reaction video. Somebody said, can Lyric sing? Yeet's in the building already. What up, Yeet? How you doing there, boy? It's been a minute there, boy. All right, yeah, let's jump into the reaction video.
It's an or question. Aspect, though? Like, are you talking about self-improvement?
All right, let's go around the table real fast on this one. We'll start here and work our way back. Who do you think is better at self-improving, men or women?
Pause.
Women.
Can you pause that? Can you pause that? I be fucking Michael up. All right. Who you think is better at self-improving, men or women? We can go this way.
Oh, okay. I think that women are better at self-improvement just because I think that they're more aware. Maybe not on what they need to improve, but I think that women are always talking about improving themselves. So I hope that they show it.
Okay.
It's always better me. I'm here to change myself. So.
Yeah.
I hope that we're showing that.
Yeah. Okay.
I would agree. I want to say that women are better at self-improvement. I feel like as we get older, we definitely go through different challenges more as women. And just like as we get older, we get more wiser. And so we have more ways of being better.
Okay.
I think men are. And
it's out.
the reason I say men is because I don't equate faster to better. I feel like over the long haul, we're conditioned nowadays at an age where it's like you have to, be a man, be a young man, you know what I'm saying? Feel like this, or feel like, society's heavier on us, especially black men.
Yeah.
And from a standpoint of like being around other men, we're literally wired to have this like internal drive and like competitive nature. Like you put two people that want to do better for themselves, men, next to each other, especially let them be friends. Let them be like in a circle. Immediately you will notice, oh, he can do that. I bet I can do that better.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's strong. I bet I can get stronger. Oh, he's fast. I bet I can be faster. Oh, he makes this much. I'm gonna try to make this much more. Like it's just naturally in us to like be improved. So I feel like we're better at it because it's almost naturally wired, especially like when you put us around other men. But you might not be as fast as women because, women can tend to mature faster. But
oh, my God. I can't believe these niggas said that.
I ain't saying, I'm not saying.
I need my soundboard. I need my soundboard. Keep putting his cape on.
That's
all right.
Better, though. Hey, fuck that kid.
All right, let's jump into the video. Oh, hold on. Actually, my bad. We got a super chat in the building. Gus sends a super chat. He says, if women knew they lose 80% of their eggs by 30 and 90% by 35, would they change their mind of the age they would have kids? This is for the ladies. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll start off. I think that every woman already knows that.
Do you? Or do they really?
Yeah. I think that we get periods and we feel the pain of, losing those eggs. And, I think we kind of understand it. Thank you so much, Gus.
She getting sassy.
But also at the same time, I think that a lot of women, it's very difficult to find a mature partner. And I think that sometimes I think that it is sometimes like difficult for us to find a partner at that age that we want to, because we do have standards for ourselves. Most women do hold themselves to a certain standard. Head down already.
Go ahead.
Damn,
No, I'm letting you finish. I'm letting you
Wow.
finish.
But I also do think that most women that I've talked to, at least in my age range, we all want kids by the time we're 25, 27. So I think that we already have that mentality of knowing that the older we get, we risk our bodies, we risk our lives to have kids as we get older. Like a woman who has a baby at 40 is a lot more susceptible to having a miscarriage, to having a horrible, like a complicated birth and everything like that, which could complicate her organs, herself, and she could but she could end up losing her life with losing so much blood because she can't recuperate at the way that I can at 19.
Got you. And then
I want to say Lyric really hit it like on the nail. I certainly agree. Like with me being 22, I've always said that I wanted to have kids before 30.
and then talking to the microphone for me.
I definitely feel like as you get older, it's a lot harder, like for our bodies itself. So I just feel like, as women, we have to understand that what risk we're taking when we decide to have kids, like after 30. So Lyric pretty much said everything.
All right. I'm gonna hold my thoughts on that one because it's gonna be a long podcast. No, until the end. I'm gonna hold my thoughts to the end. It's gonna be a long podcast if I do that. All right, let's go back to the reaction video. Oh, we got the comments coming in. That's what I'm talking about. Like the video, guys. Like the video. Like the video.
I should pull my phone out and do
Okay.
it too.
Women.
I feel like it's not a gender thing. I feel like it's a mentality thing.
No, it's men or women. It's just a.
Should we
I'm gonna go
clarify
with women
self-improvement?
then.
I'm going to.
Okay. For why it's a self.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's more about mentality.
That's not the question we're asking.
Okay, women, I guess.
Okay.
Well, I would say both.
That's not. That's
But-
just answer the.
Okay, if I have to choose, women.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I would say men, and I can give an explanation for why.
Sure. Right ahead.
Because
See,
women,
notice how she had to say, "I gotta explain why." Go
the
ahead.
women will put the pressure on the men to make the change.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, what do you think?
No, keep
women
letting
put
him play.
forward when people are trying to get attracted, when you are showing yourself to a partner. What do women put forward? Looks or personality?
Both.
What do you think attracts men?
Looks.
Looks.
Personality.
Looks. Guys are sight
But
stimulated.
does that hold a man?
Okay,
That's
pause
the
that really, really
question.
quickly. Really quickly. What do you think men are attracted to? Looks or personality? Just really quickly.
I know that men are attracted to looks. Y'all are physical.
Physical looks.
All right, let's continue. That's what I told you. It's gonna be real quick.
Like
It won't hold a
looks,
lamb.
yes, initially,
Initially.
like that's what attracts the
Yeah.
man. But what's gonna keep the man?
Facts.
Not just your looks.
Who said 100 again?
She did.
I did.
100.
I did say 100.
100. Okay. What do you self-improve?
What do I self-improve?
Yeah. How do you self-improve? You also think that women self-improve more than men. I'm wondering how you self-improve.
Well, I can only speak for myself.
I know.
Damn.
But as far as you said, looks as in 100, as looks.
Mhm.
Now, if it's
Yeah,
from
1 through 10, you're
self-improvement, of
100.
course, but when it comes to self-improvement, out of the looks factor, of course.
Okay, let's
they're all-
pause this real quick. 'Cause I actually do want to get into some shit. I need to stir up the pot a little bit. What would you rate yourself from a scale of 1 to 10? You can't use 7.
8.
Okay.
Are we going based off of just looks?
Yeah. Oh, well, okay. Let me rephrase the question. I'm sorry. What do you think a man would rate you on a scale from 1 to 10, and you can't use 7?
Can I redo?
I would say 8.5.
8.5. Okay. Okay. Now, y'all both said that women improve more. What do actually women improve on?
I think that women improve more emotionally. I think that over the years we understand how to overcome different emotional battles, as in like, I think that we mature more, or a lot quicker emotionally. I'm not going to say physically. I think that already again, damn, it's like every time I talk.
Go ahead. Let it finish.
But I think that we improve in our emotional state. I think that we also should strive to improve physically, although it is a lot easier for men to gain more muscle because they have more testosterone. It's a lot easier for them to lose weight because they have, that's just anatomy. So we're talking like that, then it's a lot more difficult for us to improve in that aspect. But I think that we improve more just in our looks. I think that we gain more knowledge as we get older. I think that we learn from other women and mistakes that they've made and lessons that they've learned. I think that that's how we kind of improve, is through other women.
Okay.
Such as men as well.
Yeah.
I would say women mature or improve more mentally. I want to say, like, typically when we're in high school years, we don't think about the long run. Early 20s, same as well. But, you know, as you get older, we think about, you know, what kind of future we want to hold for ourselves, our families. And certainly a lot of time, you know, I just was thinking about it, like, when we're in our 20s, we're just sometimes living for the moment. I will say, as women start to get older and they realize that,
AKA,
hey, like,
going around.
I'm pushing 30. Like, I want to be able to have a house one day. I want to be able to have a stable income, a stable career. We realize that, you know, we have to put our priorities first, and it's no longer games and partying all the time and things of that sort. So we just learn how to, you know, tone down the funness over time and just start building a life for ourselves. So I would say mentally just being, you know, stronger and just knowing that, you know, life is going to go on, but we have to do better.
Okay. What would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, and then how do men improve? Can you 7?
9.
Oh, God.
Yep. No, I'm just playing. Not for the 8. Honest 8.
Yeah.
And what was the second part of the question?
Is how do men improve?
The way I feel men improve is we have to unlearn a lot of things.
Okay.
Or
Talk to me.
like we have, like, because we grow up, we sit there and we allow, or we just are conditioned a certain way. And then we ourselves get to a point as an adult where it's not, you have to understand it's not, don't feel emotional, don't feel a certain way about certain things, but you got to learn to control your emotions. You got to learn how to aim your emotions.
Yep.
You got to learn how to carry yourself fully, because growing up, you're taught how to be a man. And let's be real, you grow up in a household taught how to be a man. But what's the best teaching experience? Literal experience, right?
Yeah.
When in that process do you genuinely get that experience? Not until we're out in
Not
the
until
world.
you're out, yeah.
So for us, it's unlearning a lot of things. Unlearning to be dependent on where we live, when we live with people. Learning to unlearn to unlearn holding in emotions. Learn to control those.
Yeah.
Unlearn there's only one way to do a certain thing. There's only one way to be. There's multiple ways. You have to learn to be more efficient.
Okay.
We improve by shedding off. What's a good way to put it? We improve by cutting the fat.
Okay.
Getting more straight to the things being efficient, being more in control,
Mm-hmm.
being more of the qualities that would naturally give us that energy that's giving off that, oh, when he walks into the room,
that's that nigga.
He gives, like, that's,
yeah.
I'm him.
Yeah.
He's a leader. He understands himself.
Okay.
So I feel like that's improvement for us as men.
Okay. I actually would wholeheartedly agree with that. That was actually a good breakdown for that. We got a super chat real quick, then we're gonna get back to reaction video, and then we're gonna get into some shit for sure. All right, we got Diego sends a super chat. He says, lyric, if you found your dream high value man, would you deactivate your Instagram account to be a family woman?
I'm not gonna say that I would deactivate my account. I would definitely listen to my man, and I would.
He's telling you deactivate account, so how are you gonna listen to him?
Honestly, at the end of the day, once I want a family, my life is about my family. My phone doesn't even fucking matter at that point. My phone is solely to be in contact with my family.
It's a yes or no question.
So I'm gonna say that I would be willing to deactivate my account, because at the end of the day, social media is literally just about connecting with other people. And if I've already made those connections with people and I already have my set group of friends, I already have women that I share values with, I already have their numbers. I don't need fucking Instagram for that. So at the end of the day, I would deactivate my Instagram account, because at the end of the day, it's literally just to gain more people and more following and sexual attraction and male validation.
Well, she answered that, but I think it's cap, but she answered for you. There you go. But thank you for that super chat. I really appreciate that.
Hold on, let me ask this too real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
What if that's where your income came from?
If that's where my income came from, I would have to have a more serious sit down conversation and also have to bring that to my husband or my high value man. I'm just going to say husband because that's what I consider a high value man. I consider that to be my husband eventually. So if my husband, Jesus fucking Christ. I'm so sorry. You said that's cap coming out?
No, go ahead. That's cap coming out.
But if my husband was to say like, oh, well, you get your income from this, I understand that, but you need to deactivate it anyway because you're getting this, that, and the other, I would be like, well, this is what's holding us together. If my income is what's helping us to live the way we live, then in that point in time, I don't think that he gets to say so because that's where we're getting our money from. I'm helping us be able to stabilize our family. But if I was making no income off of that, I have no reason to deactivate an account that literally just creates connections.
Okay. I actually want to ask her the same question. If you got your dream guy, your dream high value dude or whatever, would you deactivate your account for him if he asked?
I would. The reason why I would is because by the time I have a family, I'm pretty sure like Instagram shouldn't even matter at this point. Like I have a whole family. I'm too busy for it anyway. These days, like I'm working a lot and I'm literally on Instagram because I work a nightlife and I have to promote. If it wasn't for that, I really wouldn't have an Instagram today.
Okay. All right, let's jump right back into the video.
I could sleep vouch for that.
Like the video. Like the video.
Myself? How?
Well, if you're 100 out of a 10, there's
Well,
no
that's in looks, but that's in looks.
But I'm
You
trying to
said
figure out how
looks.
she self-improves. You grow? How?
You grow by educating yourself and just living life and becoming wiser as the day goes by and experience. You grow because not everything is exactly how I thought back then when I was like, what, 12, 15, 18, 20 is not how I think right now that I'm 35 and I have kids. So it's different.
Okay.
So I self-improve every single chance.
This question is actually why I got banned on YouTube. It was why I got my second strike, was showing that every time you ask a woman this question, what do you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10? They all think 10. And even when somebody else said 8, someone else is like, no, you're a 10. So you really don't know how to be critical of yourself. And we also established that what you put forward when it comes to talking to other people, being attractive, or even improve, women put their looks forward. That's how you become attracted. We don't really, honestly, like men don't really care about your spiritual journey. Like no one cares. So it's also hypocritical that every time you ask this question, women always think that women are better at self-improving for a couple of reasons. One, they don't really understand the male journey. They don't understand what we have to go through. And a lot of what you think self-improving is just stuff you make up in your head. Growing, your spiritual thing, meditate, crystals. It's not a whole lot of actual things based in reality. And I understand the flaw in this question because the hypocrisy is like all girls will say, I'm a 10, I'm 100, I'm perfect, I'm beyond perfect. 1 through 10, 20, 100, a million. And then I'll go and criticize women for saying that because it's like, how could you self-improve past 10? But I want to find out now, what do you think you're self-improving? If you're better at self-improving than men? Besides, what were you talking about?
No, because you said looks, so we going by looks. You said rate yourself with your looks.
Yeah, and then it was a separate question.
Yeah. Now, if you're talking about us as a person and self-improvement, then you're talking about something totally different.
That's what I want to find out. Why do you think that women are better at self-improving than men? Because all of you said that except for Bacon Bitch.
Oh my God. My God.
All right, we can pause that right there. God damn.
Yeah, he deserved to have his fucking account banned.
What?
Disrespectful ass.
What were your thoughts? Go ahead, because you was talking up a storm.
I can't even get it. He seems very disrespectful, but that's their entire thing. So, I think that. Okay, I'm going to go back to what Cam said because I think that we both, men and women, we improve in different ways. So you can't put us on the same pedestal when we're not the same, if that makes sense. So you can't say that somebody improves the same, like men and women improve better, who improves more, when we improve differently.
Okay.
So if a man improves more by unlearning, a woman's definitely not going to improve more by unlearning. Mm-hmm. We constantly have to learn more and more and more about ourselves, about other women, about men. We have to constantly understand and learn more. every single day versus how Camp said a man every single day has to go through. I was taught to be that toxic masculinity, and he has to constantly tell himself that it is okay to be a man. It is okay to feel these certain things, whatever. That's their improvement. So.
Okay, then let me ask you a question. You said earlier that you was a 8.
Yes.
How can you self-improve to be a 10?
I think that I could self-improve and
Then give me 2 items.
I'm gonna say 1, I could definitely work out. I don't work out at all. Genetics just fucking locked in like that. So thank God for that. But I think that 1, I could definitely do that. I think 2,
I need them effects.
I think that 2, I could improve a lot more in my femininity. I personally am very much so. I was raised by a mother who was from Chicago who taught me literally how to be very masculine and how to make it in this world. And I constantly have to tell myself that it is okay to be feminine. It is okay to, like, this is a lot for me wearing a dress and everything like this, like just being this. So I think it's just a thing of learning, for me at least, for learning how to be more feminine, how to understand being a woman. It's a journey. It's not something that just comes overnight. You have to understand that emotionally mature and just everything of the sorts.
Okay, I was about to dig deep. All right, so you rated yourself an 8.5. What were 2 things that you would need to improve to be a 10?
I would say for me, I'm a very independent person. I have a hard time with asking for help, and like when I am in a relationship, well, I haven't been in a relationship since high school, but when I'm in situationships, I really feel like once I don't ask for help. So once a guy doesn't even offer to help, it's like I just automatically stop talking to them. I feel like one thing I can fix for myself is to speak up more. Like I want to be independent, but at the same time I want to be spoiled. It's so weird. So one thing that I can do to improve is knowing what I want. Stop going back and forth on whether I want to be independent or do I want the help. And then when I feel like I want the help and I don't say anything and they don't help, it's kind of like, okay, why are you here? So that's something I can improve on, is being more direct in my intentions with people. And, going to situations and knowing what I want, because half the time I don't know. I'm just going like with the moment.
But what does that have to do with benefiting for the other person? How does knowing what you want benefit the other person?
Because I don't have to waste their time. Because if I don't know what I want, like, and that person knows what they want, it's kind of like I'm just kind of stringing them along. And I feel like I've done that too many times in the past. Because like sometimes like I want the relationship, but sometimes I don't. So it's just kind of like hard for me to trust someone. Like I'm always kind of like by myself and taking care of myself. So once I let someone in, it's kind of like I don't know what their true intentions are. So that's one thing I can work on. Take myself a 10. And same thing like with working out. Like you don't have to be like fat to need to work out. Like I get tired from just carrying the groceries in the house. So I need to be better at that. So yeah.
Okay. And then same question for you as well. Okay.
Say it one more time.
A little bit. So you said earlier that you was at 8. What are some things that you can work on to better yourself? And then we're gonna actually really get into some shit because I need to stir the pot. Let's go.
All right, if I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like if I'm gonna feel like more of a leader, I feel like building upon a sense of being treated as a leader.
Mm-hmm.
I have issues with sometimes focusing what my attention needs to be on, and when that happens, sometimes things can get scattered, energy's wasted, and I can be forgetful.
So just
sometimes focus, choice of words, communication.
Okay.
Yeah, communication, because I know words are important to, especially to women.
I got you.
Okay, so I feel like self-improve. Okay, so for me to say myself as an 8 is how I see myself. I feel like anything after that, I feel like is improving. For me to say what I need to improve on myself is my intention, because like I said, unlearning some things, learning what's important, what you need to focus on, what gives you more of the aspects of the leader.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next thing is, because I personally don't care what people think of me, but I know that I can influence someone else's opinion on me.
Okay.
So I know nowadays it doesn't matter if it's in person, social media.
Why you don't care what people think?
Oh, because they don't sign my check. They don't wake me up in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
They're not my motivation to be a better me.
Okay.
They're not, you know, they aren't my right hand or my left hand or my right leg or my left leg.
Got you.
That pushes me where I need to go. I am. And as long as I keep it 100 on where I am and my attention is pure and true, I won't take what, you know, to almost a pure like across the board sense. I'm cool with what happens on the other side of me.
Okay, here's why you shouldn't have that mindset. Let's get into some real shit. All right, when you have that mindset of, hey, I don't really care, because to me it sounds like you don't care what people think, so fuck what you got to say, basically. Fuck your opinion, fuck your criticism, etc.
Well, no, not criticisms. Because I feel like I was saying, like,
I'm about to say,
like
clarify.
I'll say that's
clarify. Let's go. Let's get into it.
Don't forget, I did just say my attention, you know, focus on certain things. I can't be forgetful. Criticism. I feel like especially with men, criticism is very
that's
pivotal,
yes.
and that is why you have to be in control of your emotions, because you have to understand it is not always negative. It is not.
It's not personal.
Like it's never truly personal. If that person across from you is giving you, by definition, actual criticism, they just want you to be a better you.
Yeah.
You might come to me and say, "Hey, bro, you're fat as hell, bro. I don't."
Or
like
you slow as fuck. Get faster.
Yeah, get out of here. But I don't like how, you know what I'm saying, like, you seem like you're breathing a little heavy. We ain't did this.
Yeah.
You know, what are you doing with your money? Why are you always needing to borrow this? Like, you know, like, people will help you. But I don't think anybody truly wants to help somebody that doesn't want to help themselves. So when someone gives you criticism, they are telling you, from my angle, my point of view, I think that you are lacking in this area.
Yep.
I believe in you, but I'm going to tell you what you're doing wrong, and I'm going to hold you accountable.
Okay. Now, red pill moment. Let's get it. Earlier, y'all said that women improve better, or whatever y'all said. That's actually, from what I seen, is actually way incorrect.
All right, hold on, wait. Before you get into
go ahead, because I'm about to.
Do you agree with me when I say this?
What?
Faster doesn't always mean better.
Very
but what do you mean when you say faster? Explain that to me real quick.
Like, if I have multiple things to work on, if someone else has one thing to work on, who do you think one thing can get solved faster than three?
Depends on what that one thing is, though.
Yeah,
that's true too. But you know, I feel like there's a difference between like when you go to a fast food restaurant, you're gonna get your shit quick. Y'all always get the shit quick. I don't think I have that problem. I think the problem that I have with it is when we start off by saying, what do you rate yourself? We all understand what that means. That means that from other people's perspective and what that means to you, right? So if we ask a woman, hey, what do you rate yourself? It's not what you rate yourself, as in like what you think you look like in the mirror, is what men around you, women around you, how do they perceive you from a scale of 1 to 10? And when women say stupid shit like 9 or whatever, implying that they damn near perfect, it means, number one, you have no room for self-improvement. That's number one. Number two, that's why I always follow up with the question of, what are you improving on? Because a lot of times women are just naive in thinking, oh, he wants me to get a bag. Oh, he wants me to be independent. So these are the things that I'm actually improving on. When in fact, it's like me getting a shoe collection. No bitch gonna care. No girl's gonna be like, oh, you got a shoe collection, let me suck your dick. It's more like you getting status. Yeah, it's more like you getting status. You in the gym, you getting more leadership, you getting more masculine, etc. So that's the main part I have with women. They don't improve on the right things. What are your thoughts? Yeah, go ahead. Let's go. I'm trying to get into some shit. Yeah.
Okay. I personally am a firm believer of, I never want to be the smartest in the room. I never want to be the best in the room. So therefore, I strive to obviously be a 10, but I hope that I never reach a 10, if that makes sense. I always want to be the best, but I always want something to learn. I always want to always be a learner. I always want to be a student. Yeah. So that's a good mindset. To say that you're always going to be a 10, or to say that you're automatically a 10, like you said, it leaves no room for growth. Yeah. So saying that you're a 9, that's great. That's a great start. But I think that you need to start a little bit lower and humble yourself.
Goddamn.
I mean, I'm just saying, I think that there's some really beautiful women, but I've had conversations with a lot of guys, and so many people are, one, surprised at the fact that I can hold a conversation, which I used to take as a very big my brain just stopped working.
Compliment.
Opposite.
Okay.
So I used to take it as a big like stab in the heart, and I was like, damn, like, do I just not look like I can hold a conversation? And I've had conversations with people, and they're like, no, it's just the fact that a lot of people do not understand social cues. A lot of people are not taught this.
Yes.
A lot of people do not leave themselves room to learn. And yeah, I just think that I personally would never. I strive to be a 10, but I hope that I never achieve a 10 because looks wise, a 10 is different for everybody.
Yeah.
A 10 maybe my 10 is going to be completely different from her 10. It may be about the same,
women,
but it's going to be different. For men, it's going to be a lot closer in proximity because what I may want.
Who you learning from?
This one nigga, his name is like Don or some shit. I don't know.
Okay, so go ahead.
But I think that it all depends on the person, and I also think that your definition of improvement and your perspective of improvement is also going to differentiate your answer as well.
Okay.
So if you see improvement as something that needs to be done quickly, you're probably going to think that women are going to improve faster. If you see something as that needs to be more hardworking, takes more time, it's just great things take more time, you know? Then you're going to think that men improve better or more.
Hey, she sounds so good right now. All right, what are your thoughts? Then we're going to jump back into the video.
That sounded so familiar.
That sounds so familiar. That sounds so familiar, don't it?
I'm like at a loss of words because the lyric is just like bomb. Like she's like
she learned from the best. Mr. Red Pill. What you mean?
Like everything that I'm thinking.
Damn. All right. We got some super chats then. Let's see. Gus sends a super chat. He says, and I gotta be fucking. All right, there it is. Most women actually don't know about losing their eggs, which actually, yeah, I agree with. Feminist tells women to push back on marriage, kids, and to be independent. Look up Jones on IVF. I don't know what the fuck that is. Lolo Jones on IVF. I don't even know what that is. But actually, I do agree with you with that first part. But y'all have anything to say before we move on?
Yes, I do. Okay, so I have the question of what makes you think that you know more about the female body than a female knows about her own body.
And first of all, he's not saying that.
He is.
No, he's not.
I think he's saying most women, and I will.
And not even that.
Agree. You don't think so?
No. He's not even saying most women. I want to very clearly clarify. He's not talking about your biology. He's talking about your knowledge of biology.
Yes. So that's exactly what I just said. I said that
but go ahead.
I said, what makes you think that you know more about the female body than a female knows about her own body?
But if that's the truth, then why do women push back?
It wasn't.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't. I was not
I'm
stating anything. I was solely questioning as to are you a gynecologist? Is this your genuinely?
Yeah.
Is this your line of art? Because at the end of the day, I would love to learn more. I would love to learn about I think that a lot of women also do not know that certain STDs that you can catch do also lower your chances of becoming pregnant. Yeah. They can also. There's so much things that oh my goodness, I'm acting like I don't know fucking English. There's so many things that also can contribute to losing your eggs. And I think that a lot of women either think that you have 1 million eggs or a lot of women think that you have 30 eggs. Yeah. And that also just reflects on the fact of we are not taught those simple things that anybody should know. We know more about fucking pigs and shit and dissecting frogs than we do our own bodies.
All right, but let's stay on topic. But that means you actually essentially agree with them, because again, a lot of times women, I'm gonna wait till I'm 30 before I start settling down.
That's what I was gonna say.
Go ahead.
That's what I was gonna say. I feel like and I've noticed lately, I keep hearing it a lot, that a lot of women, like he said, push back on marriage and kids until a later date. And I don't think they, from a biological standpoint, truly understand that it's literally a biological fact that you literally have a clock.
Yes.
And the longer you sit on that clock, the more you are at risk.
Yes.
In a sense of your health, in a sense of mental and physical health, because that can literally start to not only make you feel like, because we talked about this before, women, once they hit those upper ages, what they come with, how they are, when they compare themselves and they try to compete with younger women, why men look towards younger women from physical, mental, and from a biological standpoint. Men automatically see a woman, the first initial thing is their physical attraction, and then from there they think of things like fertility, things of it just the list just goes on. So it's like it's a clock, and I don't think they truly, from a biological standpoint, truly understand like how that really works. And
counteracting that, I think that women understand. I think that we dismiss the biological fact just because we are so used to being taught how to be masculine, and the fact that I wouldn't even say that it's per se feminism. I would just say that society in this day and age pushes so many women especially push other women to be CEOs, to risk, do not worry about starting a family. My own mother tells me literally every time I say I love kids, she's like, don't worry, you don't have to have a family. You don't have to have kids. But that's my choice. Yeah. At the end of the day, it's a woman's choice whether she wants to have kids or not, at whatever age she chooses to have those kids at. So I think that a lot of women know the risk. I think that we just kind of dismiss that fact to kind of focus on ourselves before we start a family, because I think that a lot of women also are aware of the fact that as a mother, and as a good mother as well, you have to understand that once you are a mother, you are a mother. Yeah. That doesn't just stop.
Yeah, your life changes after that. Yeah.
You have to work on yourself so much before you are a mother to just hope that you can be the best you can be for that child.
Okay. So, all right. Talk your shit. All right.
Always will.
Going to the next one. Dio sends another super chat. Thank you for the super chats. I appreciate it. She says she can start self-improving by not having bubble gum in her mouth on a live stream watched by thousands of people. Facts.
First of all, I was holding it under my tongue for the entire time I spoke.
Well, if he noticed it, that means he noticed it. Boo boo.
Well, stop watching so close, man. 3 other people you could be watching right now.
Oh my God. All right. And we're going to look at a video for like one more minute. But while we're looking at this video, I want you guys to think of one question you want to ask the panel, and then we're going to wrap things up. So can you go back to the video there for a minute?
Rihanna Loud.
Matter of fact, could you skip it to, where is it at? 41:35. Like the video. Yes, sir.
I hope Don has a brutally
what
requesting honest question when this is over.
The fuck going on? Damn, my internet fucking up.
Technological difficulties.
Could you just press it one more time?
And go around real fast.
You said to attract the opposite gender?
Yeah, who self-improves more to attract the opposite gender?
Men. I feel like.
You think men?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
Women.
Okay.
100 out of 10, right?
No.
What about you?
You
Who self-improves
That's
more
what you
to
said.
attract the
That's
opposite
not what I
gender?
said.
Men or women?
If I have to choose, I would say women.
Oh,
Okay.
right.
You said you were a 10.
Oh my God, this is cap.
Okay.
How
we're
do you
talking
improve
about-
past 10?
We're talking about looks.
Yeah.
Right, look.
And that's what you bring to the table.
I'm saying
No, that's not
overall.
all I bring to the table.
For this question, I'm saying overall. Who self-improves overall more to attract the opposite gender?
Right, women.
So she's saying,
Women.
okay, women.
Women.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't know where he came from with that. That's not even what I'm talking about.
What? All right. What about you said women? What about you? Who self-improves more overall to attract the opposite gender?
Like looks or
Overall, everything.
Overall.
Probably women.
Okay.
Bro, what the
Fuck
fuck?
no.
Women.
That's what I'm saying, bro. This is why podcasts like this exist.
Okay.
Shit.
I don't know. I think it's
this bitch.
a man thing. Yeah.
All right, let's pause this. I'm low-key done with this goddamn. And go ahead, your thoughts on the self-improvement for men versus women.
That's bullshit. First and
Talk to me.
foremost. Men literally all across the board have to improve.
Yes.
Literally, if a woman wants a seat at the table, metaphorically, with the man, they literally just have to look good.
Yes.
I will agree. A woman's financial earnings and all that do not fucking matter. Because what is the main thing? When you look across the board, who have the most spoils? Successful men.
Yep.
Men with heavy incomes. Men with hella benefits to offer
Status.
the woman.
Yes.
Status.
Yep.
All that stuff. And truthfully, just from a sexual standpoint, we have to work for it.
Yes.
they can give it to whoever they. I don't know one true. I don't know though, because this is
this is. I knew you were about to say.
We are niggas a little zesty, but but nah, like But speaking in general terms, like ain't no man gonna say no. Ain't no man gonna say no. A man can walk up to her, says he wants sex, he will not be taken serious.
Yes.
If he just comes up blatantly says all this, that, and third, he has a higher. I ain't saying every woman's just gonna throw it at any nigga that has money, but I'm saying they have a way fucking higher chance than any average person.
Yeah. So if you got status, if you got money, if you six,
we have to work for our status.
Yes.
We have to work for our money.
Yes.
We have to work to get to level up on every aspect that is us, that makes up us mentally, physically, financially. All that.
Charisma, all the
everything.
Yes.
Speech patterns, what we choose to say, how we walk in the room, posture, everything. There is not one thing that we do not have to improve on and that we are literally not told from children that we need to work on. We men, literally from kids up, no matter what we do, participate in or anything like that, we are truly raised a certain way. We are literally told, you want to do that? You have to do it right.
Yep, you gotta work on
You
it.
better do one thing full throttle than two things half-assed. That like, bro. We're not. Like, no,
finally.
you want to do some. You want to do some shit half-assed. You'll be sitting in that corner with not shit to offer and not shit to say. Cause the motherfucker that knows the most is a motherfucker that ain't got shit to offer. But a motherfucker that wants to enjoy themselves and has all the knowledge in the world and has all those benefits doesn't have to worry about that.
Oh, that boy, I need my sound effects. Cause all right, what are your thoughts? Crickets. We're going this way.
Yeah, so I really like that comment that someone said. It says women are born with value, men create their value.
Yes.
Yeah, certainly, like when we're born, like depending on who you're raised by, like we already know, like most of the time how we're supposed to present ourselves, but it's up to us how we go about it. Again, like it all like comes from how you were raised. I want to say, like, as you continue to grow and you go through experiences as a woman, that kind of just shapes how you present yourself. And a lot of the time, like, people feel like women have more room to grow because, again, like going through puberty, like a lot of women like are still trying to find themselves like within like their teens, their 20s or 30s or 40s. Like we're never done growing. And then we go back to like having children and things of that sort. We're a whole completely different woman then. Like we lose like our self-esteem. We lose like pretty much our, I would say, what do you call that? Like
attraction.
Yeah, we lose
interest.
we lose our attraction, and like I think that's exactly why a lot of women push back on having kids. So you know, like we're trying our best to be our best before we have kids, because once we have kids, it's kind of like we kind of look boring to everyone else. Like it's no excitement anymore. She has kids. Like I have friends that like are 20, 21, they have already 2-3 kids, and like it's hard for them to date. Like no guy takes them serious, and it's sad.
As
to
you
say.
shouldn't.
It is like really sad to say.
As you shouldn't.
A lot of time, that's the reason why we're trying to like pretty much improve ourselves before we get to that point.
Go ahead.
One, I'm gonna take my gum outside.
She got some shit to say.
she about to get sassy. All right, let's go.
All right, y'all just won't shut the fuck up about my gum. So I'm just gonna just that. Okay, let's see. So I am gonna say that men do have to, for the opposite gender, they overall have to improve themselves. Just for the sheer fact, like y'all said, status is not a thing that's just given most of the time. Obviously, you can be born into having rich parents, all this other stuff, but that's not the average man. The average man is born in an average home. He goes to college, he goes to an average college, and he lives a normal life. You have to step up and be that 1% who wants it. You have to want a partner. You have to want a woman. You have to want a certain kind of wife. And you have to present yourself as that kind of man if you want that certain kind of wife. If you want a wife who's going to stay at home and who's going to take care of your kids and is going to be loyal and be feminine and be all this other stuff and be beautiful and stay attractive and all this other stuff and care about her looks, you're going to have to be a man who can provide financially. You're going to have to be a man who can be a great father, be masculine, all this other stuff. Care about yourself. Keep up with yourself. I also think that a lot of times people also dismiss the fact that the way that you got a person, they just dismiss that. So I think that when you get into a relationship, a lot of men mostly, they do all this great things, these grand gestures, and then as soon as they realize they got the woman, They don't do that shit anymore. Flowers?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
That's true.
Your proposal is about the greatest thing you're going to get from the first time you fucking met them. I'm sorry, but that is
Because
it.
it's your job now. That's why.
Very true. But I also think that, like Gus said, since you wanted to call me earlier, I will agree with you this time. I think that I do agree with him in the fact that women, we are born with the looks. Not everybody has the same looks, not everybody's as attractive as everybody, whatever.
Of course, yeah.
But beautiful women are born beautiful women.
Mm-hmm.
You obviously can get work done and all this other stuff, but in my opinion, that lessens your value. I think that it can make you look beautiful, but once those syringes run down and your lips go flat, and your booty starts sagging, and these implants start fading, what do you have still? You don't have your genuine looks because you didn't work on yourself. You didn't go to the gym. You didn't do all these other things that you should have been doing to raise your value. So I think that that's just something that men and women both need to think about, that we bring different values to the table.
Oh my God, where you learn that from? All right,
stranger.
All right, got some super chats in the building. Then we're gonna wrap things up with the last question. Amen sends a super chat. He says, "No words. Hold on, no words salad and keep it real, please." Yes, facts. Always, bro. It's definitely on this show. Gus says, "Women are born with value." Yeah, we said that earlier, and create the value. Thank you for that super chat. Really appreciate that. Let's see where we at. God damn, this nigga sending hella shit. Darks Shinobi, what the fuck? Naruto hit that boy. Since the super chat, he says, "You don't have to listen. I'm sorry. You don't have to learn to be a good mother. Just have to be raised right. Being nurturing comes natural." That's actually facts. It's men who have to learn how to be a good father to pass on info. Do y'all have anything to say about that?
So much.
I believe in that.
Oh, you do?
I most definitely believe in that. And my father, with our developing relationship, being that I met him at a way later age, he literally makes this kind of thing his mission, to pass on something. His literal words to me is, "I want to leave you something positive."
Yeah.
A lot of men nowadays leave their children debt. I want
That's actually facts.
I want to leave you with a positive message, to learn from our mistakes, and to be a better, keyword, man.
Yeah, true. Okay, what's your final thoughts and then final question? And then your IG as well.
Okay, my final thoughts on that is...
Well, not on that, on the whole show.
Oh.
I mean, like, did you have any points of contention, anybody that you want to have beef with, or anything you want to say?
I do want to go off the last super comment or whatever it's called. I think that women, you can be raised right and still be a shitty mother. Being a mother is more than just being raised right, because at the end of the day, you should want to evolve. Every generation should want to be a better parent. You should want to learn from your parents. You should want to be a better mother than your mother was to you. As a father, you should want to be a better father than your father was to you, vice versa. So I think that being a good mother doesn't mean just being nurturing. Obviously, women always are going to have that nurturing mentality. It's always going to come to us naturally, for sure. We are women. But I think to be a good mother, it takes more than that. You can't just be emotionally absent. You can't just throw money at your child and expect them to be a great fucking person. That's not how that works. Just because, I nurtured them. Yeah. You can nurture them into coddling them, and they can never leave that fucking house and be a 40-year-old man who still stays with you.
Gotcha. So, okay.
Yeah.
And then any final thoughts, and then your Instagram.
Final thoughts as men and women, we both have we both bring certain things to the table. I think that it's about learning what you bring to the table and learning what you can bring to the table and what more you can bring for your other person. I think that it's also about learning how to give and take with men and women, and understanding, as a woman, I think that we need to understand more about the women's perspective. Just the fact that we are so used to, just literally off of science, women talk about 3 times more than men do. So I think that if we just let them talk a little bit more, we could probably solve a lot of our fucking problems.
Okay. And then what's your Instagram?
My Instagram is LLLYRIQ.
All right.
I would say final thoughts, what I got from, all of the questions is, first and foremost, nobody is perfect in this world. A lot of the time people, talk about other people's looks. Your preference is your preference. But at the end of the day, again, we're all here to self-improve. But I mean, the way you look is the way you look. I mean, you can always change it again. Like a lot of people, for example, they get rich, they get veneers and things of that sort. Your teeth are tore up. That's for example. But a lot of the time, I know someone said in the comments that I missed the point in that we weren't talking about personality, but I kind of feel like too, it just boils down to like the kind of person you are deep down, because you can be a very attractive person and just shitty, like just really shitty, bad personality, terrible way of thinking and doing things. So that's my takeaway. I just feel like be honest with people when you come into like situations with them, and just be upfront. That can save a lot of headache, because sometimes for example, I entertain guys I know I don't like. I'm just trying to see the
that's
potential.
the worst advice I've ever heard. Women do not like honesty, but I don't want to harp on this a little bit too much. But point blank period, women do not like honesty.
We need it.
But we do. We don't like it.
Y'all want it. Y'all want it to disqualify niggas. Like if a nigga walked up straight up to you, hold on real quick. If a nigga walked up straight up to you and was like, "Hey, you look cute. I want to fuck," you'd be like, "Nah." But if he walked up to you, it's like, "Hey, what's up? What's your name, etc. I want to buy you a drink or whatever," and do the normal shit, like pretending that he gives a fuck, then y'all gonna probably more likely fuck.
You don't want the real damn truth.
Yeah, y'all don't want the blunt, honest, straight up truth straight to your face. Any thoughts? Any rebuttals?
Yes,
I feel like men don't want it either.
Yes, we do. The fuck.
If y'all find like a woman that y'all really are interested in, they say, "Oh, I just want a guy that's gonna spoil me and give me money."
If that's truly, but here's the difference between men and women, right? When men say something, we really mean that something. So if we say, "Hey, we looking for a girl that's 5'6", that's Puerto Rican, that's whatever, blah blah blah," and then that person ends up the characteristics that we just explained, then we good. But you can say, "Oh, I want to be spoiled," then we spoil you. Then you look at us as a simp. You look at us as, "Oh, that nigga's just a throwaway. That nigga's a, what do they call that shit now? A munch." Yeah, that nigga's a munch. He'll buy me anything. You're looking at him as a simp. That's not what you think you want, and what you are actually attracted to are two different things. That's my point.
I believe in it.
I think that women need honesty, though. I'm
so
sorry,
too.
but I
Oh
think
my
I do.
God.
I mean, how are we supposed to improve? How are we supposed to be better?
It's called dad. It's called brother. It's called cousin.
And we should learn honest. They should be honestly telling us.
Well, yes, from them.
Accountability.
Yes.
Yeah, but my point is, from dudes that are trying to fuck you, they're not going to be honest with you because they're trying to fuck you.
Okay, well, that's just kind of like you kind of just contradicted yourself.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did, because you said that we don't want us to be honest.
You don't, because
yes, we do.
Oh my God. If a dude walked up to you and you was like, I don't know, he was like, whatever look like wise, and he wasn't your natural attractiveness person guy, right? And he just walked up to you and said, "Hey, you want to fuck?" More than likely, you can be like, "Nah, I'm good." But if a dude walked up to you and charmed you, he had a good personality, etc., you actually might give him a chance versus he was just blunt and straight up honest with you.
Nah, because a lot of women wouldn't even give him the chance if he's not already attractive and he's not showing. No, I'm sorry.
I think you're missing the point. The point is that if you were a little bit more suave with it, you're a little bit more charismatic with it, and you're a little bit more indirect, you're going to get more women, you're going to have sex more, etc. Versus if you just straight blunt honest, you're not. That's my overall point.
I will speak from experience.
Maybe unless you're a celebrity or something.
I speak from experience. The less is more. The more you make them wonder, the more you make them curious, the more you are pursued. Take my advice on that. You can vouch.
He said you can vouch.
I agree that women do want to chase. I think that we do like a little mysterious.
Okay, so if you agree with that, then you can't coexist with agreeing that you want someone honest. They can't coexist.
Just because you're mysterious doesn't mean you're not honest. The fuck?
Yes, it does. Because if you're honest and you're blunt about everything, how can a guy be mysterious? Because you know everything about him.
Yeah, okay.
The fuck? All right. And then what's your Instagram, did you say?
Oh, my Instagram is CHARON_love.
All right. And then final thoughts and then Instagram.
Final thoughts. I'm not gonna lie. From hearing a lot of stuff, I'm just gonna be real about it. I just feel like men hold each other accountable. Women just give bad advice. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
You red pill now. Let's go.
All right. I'm gonna just be real about it. And the reason I feel like it is because men. I'm gonna be real from just seeing it. Men have a sense of competitiveness with each other, and 9 times out of 10, it's in a supportive way.
Yeah.
But women just fucking eat each other.
Yeah.
Fake.
Each
They're
other are
very-
fucking lies.
She said they're fake. Blah blah blah. Yes.
I mean, if you think about it,
I hear a
like,
lot of go ahead.
the amount of women that'll be like, "Oh my god, like I really like him." That other girl's gonna hear that and be like, "Competition. I want him too."
Yeah.
Bitch, I just told you I wanted him. What the fuck is wrong
I've
with
been
you?
on the fucking receiving end of that shit. That shit is
Fuck
crazy.
is wrong with
There's
you?
no true accountability between each other. They literally across the board in a general sense, they will set each other up to fail.
Yeah.
I think that
And-
women are fake uplifting.
Oh, we don't want to get. Yeah, we don't get to get to it. Go ahead. Give me five.
That's my final thing. That's my final thing.
But yeah, I just feel like there's a sense of a true honor. I feel like there's a very more genuine honor system.
Yes.
And I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yes, there are exceptions to the rules,
Of
and
course.
I'm not gonna act like that's not a thing.
Yes.
But from a general standpoint, men have more of a natural honor system, and there will be competitiveness between men.
Yes.
But it is only for the betterment of each other. You have the few that are, play haters.
Yeah,
Cool.
jealous and on low key haters. Yeah.
But across the board, in a general sense, there's a sense of competition, no matter if it's clubs, around women,
Getting
in
girls
gyms,
in them. Yep.
getting
yep.
money. It doesn't matter. But women stand next to each other to knock each other down.
We can leave it at that.
Yes.
What's your Instagram?
_.peso. Go in the bio. In there is my shoe page. Follow me. Again, _.peso.
All right, and we got a super chat. Our last super chat. He says, "Hey, need honesty, but they don't want it."
That's what I said.
Thank you for the super chat.
Oh.
No, I think he's mocking.
Going off.
He's saying 100 though. But.
Going on, Mr. Sauce Guy. You see what happened when somebody was honest about the gum?
All right, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. If you want to follow anybody that was on the panel today, you are more than welcome to in the description below. Join the Patreon army, get Red Pill and Chill on Amazon, and we are out. Peace.